it's nice to finally meet you, Maeve.
Yeah, you too.
As you know, my name's Kate, and I am going to be helping you through this process that you're finding hard. I like to do the first session as like a introduction and assessment. So I'll be asking you some questions, figuring out your goals, your needs, your wants, whatever. I also like to take notes during my session. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, what are you gonna do with them?
I just like to use them for further assessment. They help me to put your profile together, and it also helps me in the long run for our further sessions with setting goals and stuff. So is that okay?
Yeah, do you publish them?
No, they are for my personal use only. They're confidential, so is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So shall we get started then?
Yeah.
Alright, so why have you come to me today?
Well, you are aware of the current affairs and stuff you want to do. I live near Endeavour Hills, and that's where I was doing fine, but this whole ISIS situation is freaking me out. I'm really not doing well with it.
Yeah, I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, and I live near Endeavour. I have a husband and we have 2 children. We live there, and so I live near there, and that's where that 18-year-old boy just got shot for plotting to do something. I don't like to listen. I don't like to think about it, but it's just I get anxiety, and I just can't deal with it.
So would you say anxiety is your main concern?
Yeah, some days are better than others, but I struggle to leave the house.
You struggle to leave the house, do you?
I fear for the safety of my children.
Okay, and when you say you struggle to leave the house, why do you struggle to leave the house?
Well, I'm just scared. That guy was plotting to behead someone, and that I only live 10 minutes away from there. So that could have easily been me. So
you're scared of that being you, or something happening to you or your children? Is that what you're scared of?
Yeah. I was doing fine up until a few weeks ago when this whole thing blew up. It's always been. Yeah. It's been in the back of everyone's mind.
So has it? That's what I was going to say. Is it been in the back of your mind? Is it playing on your mind constantly? Is this all you can think about?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
And I'm just tired all the time.
You're tired? Yeah.
I'm just tired of feeling like this. That's why I contacted you.
Yes. Well, thank you for coming to me. I'm going to help you through all these problems. So, you said that you were tired. Are you obviously not sleeping very well? And
well, yeah, both physically and mentally. I do struggle to get to sleep some nights.
What do you mean, mentally, that you're struggling?
Well, I'm just tired of feeling like this.
You're tired.
I'm sick of it.
Okay. So,
but yes, I sleep for 4-hour blocks. So I go to sleep and then wake up, and then have to do something read a book for something.
Okay. So, firstly, is there anything that? So when you go to sleep, before you go to bed, is that playing on your mind and it worries you that something's going to happen? Is that why you can't really get to sleep?
Yeah, like I said, some nights are easier than others.
Right.
So it just depends really what I was doing during the day.
So is there a strategy that I like to give to some of my other clients that have sleeping problems? Is maybe get a piece of paper and write down what's on your mind before you go to bed, and put it next to your bedside table so that it's got off your head, and so once you have written it down, it's off your mind. And sometimes that's a lot easier than it playing on your mind constantly. When you tell someone something and it's easier to get off your chest, sometimes writing it down on a piece of paper rather than telling someone is easier than it playing on your mind.
Sometimes it's hard to talk to my husband.
Oh really? Why is it hard to you talk to your husband?
As you said, I know it feels better.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just kind of feel silly.
So you feel? Does he feel the same way about that everything's happening?
I don't really know.
Maybe you need to sit down with your husband and talk to him about how you feel as well. What do you think about this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you could say to Richard, maybe you could talk to Richard and be like, look, I'm really not coping. Do you have a close friend or family member or like a parent that you could speak to about these issues?
I don't know.
Anyone close to you? No? Do you feel comfortable talking to someone other than me, like with someone else?
It just depends. Like
Depends
how
on
I'm
who the
feeling.
person. Yeah, depends on how you're feeling. What do you mean by that?
Like if some days I'm happier than others, or I'm sad. So on my happy days, I'm more likely to open up to one of my friends. Probably my friend.
Now, is this all caused by what's happening in your community? Do you think so?
Yeah.
Or is there something within you? Like, has this stemmed from something else that might have happened, or?
I don't know, because I work in the city.
Yeah.
So I have to cross the bridge every day.
Oh, yes.
And I think the thing that really put fuel to the fire was the Blackmore's run I did. Like a few...
that was about 2 weekends ago, I think. Yeah.
And the security was so heavy for that.
Yeah.
And that just got me thinking, like, why is it so heavy just for this day? It should be heavy every day.
Yeah,
and then, because that bridge is such a big landmark, if
you're
going to do
definitely.
something, and I'm crossing it.
And so would you say that you're scared of crossing the bridge because why? What would happen?
I'm just scared of,
something bad to
because
happen?
the media is making such a big deal of it.
Yeah.
I think that might be also
Yes.
making such a big
deal.
About
So
it.
so you're scared. So do you read the paper or like watch the news quite a bit? Is that where you're
it's
getting
on
all
when
this?
I'm cooking dinner and it just is in the background.
Or wait, so would you say that you're constantly surrounded by like the media's words?
Yeah.
And that's what's fueling the fire, like you said.
Yeah, because they wouldn't be making it up overnight.
Yeah, that's true. So maybe you need to not have the TV station on, or like change it to a different channel, or would you agree?
Yeah, I can try that, but it's just sometimes hard to escape.
Yeah, that is true, because it's your face, like everyone is faced with it. It's on the media, like it's everywhere. It's on newspapers, on the radio, everything. So maybe it's best to change the channel. Like you said, you had children, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that your relationship with them has changed at all?
I think I'm a bit more overprotective.
A bit more Okay, how old are your children too?
They're 4 and 6.
4 and 6, so both in school? So do you drop your children to school?
Well, we started this health kit, and we were walking, like me and the 2 kids. Were walking to school. But I just don't feel like that comfortable walking.
You don't feel safe in your community anymore?
Well, I do and I don't. Like, I just don't want to put them too at risk.
Yeah.
Like, if I really needed to do something, I wouldn't refuse to leave the house.
Yeah.
Like, I would go out into the streets, but I just wouldn't like to do so with my 2 kids.
So would you say your outings and like what you do, would you say this has interfered with your everyday life? Like your daily duties have been diminished? Like, for example, you can't take the dog for a walk, or like you can't go for a bike ride with your children. Would you say that these have been diminished?
It hasn't exactly been like taken away. Like, I still do that stuff, but I'm more self-aware of when I leave the house. Like, before I just run down the street and get milk, but now I'm a lot more aware. Maybe,
a bit more cautious.
Maybe this time I drive down the street.
Okay, and what do you feel when you like step outside your house?
I feel I'm in a little bit of danger.
A bit of danger?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Just a little bit, all right.
It's not. I don't feel like I'm stepping onto a war field.
Yes. Oh, of course. So could you describe that feeling to me? Because you say that you're not. It doesn't feel like stepping onto a war zone, but like, what would it feel like instead?
It feels like I'm jumping right into the deep end.
Right
into
a pool.
Yeah.
Right. Of course. So I think the best option here is for us to get to the bottom of this, like where it's really stemming from, because I feel that like there may have been something an underlying issue that has really, and like I feel like there has been an underlying issue, and this whole